There is one of your paintings in our studio, and all the musicians who come look at it, and the ones that have come and come back again, you often find them looking at it again because you can keep returning to them and finding something else in them, which I think is also true of great pieces of music. You come back to them years later, and then you go, and the good ones, hey, they really were good. They was even better than I thought. And there are other ones you think, well, actually, I've moved away from that now. But I think it's that thing of, at first, when you first see something or first hear a piece of music, you can be drawn to it. Sometimes you sort of have to look further and further, but it is that like initial response of, oh, that's great, that sounds great, that looks great. I've got to look at it more and more, you know. And I think that's this painting has that, which is very exciting. And I think anybody who sees this, if you see it across a room, it will make you, they draw you in, you know, so you're drawn towards them. It's almost like the sort of transitory atmosphere of landscape are in these. They're sort of a cityscape, which changes as the light changes, as the weather changes. You manage to capture a moment which couldn't be captured in a photograph. It couldn't be captured on a film somehow. You know, you've captured it. You know, to write a song or to do music, you have to go over the same thing again a few times because you're mystified or you love it, because you're trying to figure it out. And I think that's the same with painters. I think you can see that when they first start, they're trying to figure it out, and then they, you know, and it's a constant. And to do the simplest thing, but to get it just right, is the other thing that I think musicians and painters have, is that they some things infuriate them. That you know, somebody will hear something and say, well, that sounds great what you did there, that painting looks great, but to the person that's made it, no, that's not quite right. And it's that determination to get it right. And the fact that you can never quite figure it out, that's what's great. The fact that, you know, Keith Richards said to me once, he said, when I play, I thought I was sounding like Chuck Berry, but I don't. But the fact he sounds like him is what we all love. And I think that's what, you know, in painting, that nobody else will make a painting that looks like your paintings. It's very interesting that your paintings should be next to the Canalettos, because I think they do have a very strong atmosphere, and they are also London in a different time. Curiously enough, they withstand the test of time because you can still look at them and see more and more in them. But I think, on the other hand, I think that comparisons are bad in it because you can never really compare anything with anything. Of course, Canaletto didn't have to deal with any of things like surfaces like chrome or vehicles and electric lights. Also, his people were very small, weren't they?